8 weeks ago, I decided that I wanted to start a health and fitness journey pretty much from scratch. I've been telling myself for months that I was going to do this, but I finally stopped talking and started doing, and this is how it went. To put it simply, I am just not happy or proud of my health at the moment. I don't really know exactly how to describe it. I'm just not super happy with how I'm treating my body currently. In saying that, I feel like I'm eating okay, I'm going on walks, but I just want to be doing more. I've always found self-discipline to be something that comes kind of naturally to me in pretty much every area except health and fitness. It's just the one part of my life that I can't seem to get into a steady routine with, that I've never had the healthiest relationship with, and I'm just over it. And to be honest, I'm the only one who has any control over it. So I've decided that I want to go on a bit of a health journey. So starting today, I want to start some new habits, I want to work towards some new goals, and I just want to work towards being a healthier, better version of myself. So basically my plan is over the next 4 to 6 weeks, I'm going to record my journey. Basically, I'm going to try and achieve some goals and work towards living a healthier lifestyle. So first things first, what are my goals of this little 4 to 6 week experiment? I'm really hoping that this video is just really the start of, for lack of a better words, a lifestyle change. I feel like that sounds so cliche, but I really do just want this to be the start of something bigger. But I wanted to record it to, one, see where I started. Hopefully I can look back on this and be proud of the progress I've made. Number two, keep myself accountable, because obviously if I'm filming it, it's a bit harder to back out of it. And number three, hopefully it'll help some of you guys out there as well. I want to say that I'm starting small, but these goals are still hard for me, and that's why they're goals. But I would say I'm starting realistic. The thing about goals is they are very individual. So some of you might hear my goals and think they're stupid. Some of you might hear them and think they're unrealistic to you. That's okay. That's why you create your own goals. But I'm coming from a point where I haven't stepped foot in a gym in well over a year, maybe a year and a half or 2 years, somewhere along those lines. I've done a few home workouts here and there. I've gone on a few walks. I eat okay, but that's basically where I'm at. So here are my goals for the next 4 weeks. I want to join the gym. I have major anxiety about joining a gym and just training in a gym. That sounds so freaking scary to me. So yes, that is one of my goals, and yes, that might seem easy to you. You might go to the gym every single day, but that is such a scary thing to me. And I know there are so many people out there who think the same way. So I just want those people to know they're not alone. And yes, that is pretty much my main goal for the start of this journey. Another goal that I have in regards to the gym is to get comfortable in going to the gym. Yes, I need to join the gym, but I also need to actually train there, and I want to get comfortable and confident in walking in and knowing what I'm doing. Number three is I want to learn a lot more about form and technique, because I just don't know really anything about different exercises, how to do them correctly, how to do them well. And so personally, I'm not planning on making any sort of weight related or lifting related goals until I even know how to do the actual exercises themselves. Number four is to run 3 kilometers. I used to run so much, and it was something that I really, really enjoyed. I used to be able to run 10 kilometers in an hour, and I have not done that for years. So I'm going to try and get myself to be able to run 3 kilometers, and we'll hopefully build from there. I don't know, we'll see. I genuinely have no idea how far I can run at this point, so we'll see how we go. And the last goal is just to get into healthier eating habits. I have honestly been doing a lot better at this recently, and just been incorporating a lot more clean ingredients, healthy meals. Even just eating 3 proper meals at a fairly consistent time each day would be incredible and a huge improvement for me. Right now I feel like I either eat one big meal and then snack heaps during the day, or I'll forget to eat until 2 p.m. and it's just not what I want to be doing. So I want to be eating 3 meals a day. I want to be eating fairly clean meals. Yes, I want to treat myself. Yes, I want to eat takeout. Yes, I want to go out and hang out with my friends. But overall, I just want to feel like I'm making the best decisions that I can while still living my life. But I guess that is the master plan. Those are the things that I'm working towards for the next 4 to 6 weeks. But right now, it just seems so far-fetched to think that any of those goals are going to come true. But I guess that's the point of goals. So I also wanted to mention, right now, none of my goals are body focused. So I'm not trying to lose any weight. I'm not trying to change the way I look in any any way. If that happens to be a result of the things that I'm doing, then yes, that's great, but that is not my focus right now. I wouldn't say that my body's exactly where I want it to be, but I just know that there are some other goals that I need to focus on before I can focus on anything body related. Overcoming fear of the gym and getting into a consistent routine and even just healthier eating habits. I just know that I need to put all of my effort into focusing on those things right now because I can't focus on anything else until I've dealt with those. The first thing I think I want to work towards is the gym situation. So I will talk to you guys when I hopefully have an update on that. The lighting right now is absolutely awful, so I apologize for the weird angle, but right now I'm sitting in the car park of a gym and I have an appointment in like 2 minutes to have a tour and to sign up for said gym. And I'm so nervous. I'm so stressed about it. I don't know why stepping into a gym stresses me out so much, especially a new gym. I've never been here before, but I told myself at the start of April that April would be the month that I joined the gym. That was like one of my goals this month, was to join the gym. It is the 28th of April right now. I have really put it off, like so much, but I need to get it done. And I'm kind of glad I made myself an appointment because now I can't like back out. I'm gonna go in now and walk out with a gym membership. I did it. I am sweating. My legs are shaking. I'm so stressed. Anyway, I did it. And I'm so happy I did it. But I'm like emotionally exhausted, so that's really fun. Now I have to actually train. I quickly realized that the actual process of signing up to a gym wouldn't alleviate my actual gym anxiety. Although I signed up on the Wednesday, I didn't walk into the gym for another, I think, 4 days, just because I was trying to work up the courage to even do that. So I just continued to do my at-home workouts, which isn't necessarily bad, but that is obviously not the goal that I was trying to achieve. I also quickly realized that I needed some sort of a plan, so I wasn't walking into the gym with this huge overwhelming anxiety of what the heck I was supposed to be doing, because I knew that a lot of my anxiety was coming from the idea that I had no idea what I was doing while it seemed like everyone else around me did. So I ended up doing some research and I found an online gym program that I could follow, and honestly that was one of the best decisions I could have made. Hello guys, it is Sunday today and I am starting the first day of my program. So I'm doing a strength day today. This is my outfit. I'll leave all of the information to the program that I'm doing in the description below. It's not sponsored, I'm paying for it myself. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but I love this program. Not only did having a program give me a plan for what I was going to be doing at the gym each day, but also this program in particular made it so easy to follow. I'll give you guys a quick rundown with how my program worked, but basically I would do 4 gym sessions a week, 2 strength sessions and 2 circuit sessions, and each session, when I logged into the program on my phone, it would give me a list of all the exercises that I was doing that day, and under the name of the exercise I not only had written instructions and a diagram, but also a YouTube video showing exactly how to do that exercise, which is so helpful for someone like me who hadn't done a lot of the exercises that this program wanted me to do. It's Sunday today, we're about to head off to the gym. Today marks 1 week into my program, which is obviously not very long, but I've really enjoyed it so far. But I am so sore today, so it's going to be very interesting to see how today's session goes. 1 week into my program, I think like 2-ish weeks into being at the gym, but things are going well. Although I'm very much still at the beginning of my health journey, it's so crazy to look back on these videos and see how much I've already changed. Not necessarily in physique, but more so in form and confidence. I'm definitely not saying I'm an expert now. I still have so much to learn, but it is just really motivating to see the progress that I have made. Today is Wednesday, May 19th, and today is the first session from my 2nd week of my program that I'm doing, which is like the same thing that I did last week, but hopefully small increases in terms of reps or weight. So we'll see how we go. Feeling a little bit more confident, feeling like I know what I'm doing a little bit more this week, which is really exciting. I feel like even once I got my gym membership, I spent the whole first week just gaining the courage to walk in, and once I was comfortable with that, I found the program online so that I knew what to do once I actually did walk in. Then the first week of that program was all about learning the movements and getting comfortable using the equipment. In saying that, I really only used the dumbbells and the bench and avoided the machines as much as I could. From the 2nd week onwards, I feel like I had some level of comfortability with my gym, and that's when I really started challenging myself with harder weights and seeing what I could actually do. Tomorrow I finish week 2 of my program, which I'm really excited about, and I'm already seeing, I don't want to say results, but I'm already seeing progress, which is really exciting to me. I have definitely been taking baby steps during this journey, and I definitely feel like I gain a little bit more confidence every time I walk in. I'm slowly trying new machines and pushing myself a little harder every day, and
I'm actually loving it, which has been one of the most surprising things to me.
Please excuse the angle, guys. Lighting is not ideal, but very exciting. Today is the first day of my 4th week of my program, so I am 3 weeks down, and technically my program goes in 4-week phases, so I'm almost finished the first phase, and I do not remember the last time I was this consistent with anything. I have done every single workout so far, and like finished them all, done every exercise, and I'm just like shocked that I've even made it this far. I'm so excited, and I'm genuinely really enjoying it still. So I'm gonna go in and smash out my strength session, and I'll update you guys another time. Also, I have started training a little bit more in the bottom half of the gym because it has like way more machines and way more equipment, but it also has way more people, and it's pretty impossible to film without getting someone else in it, or even just like, it's just uncomfortable to film yourself, I find, at least, because I haven't got anyone coming with me, so it's just me. So I really apologize if there is a lack of videos, and also the reason why you never see me on any machines is because I just don't film while I'm on them. I do still do them though. Maybe one day I'll try and get someone to come with me and help me film, but I just want to apologize for that. It is still happening behind the scenes.
The main thing that I wanted to focus on in this first month of going to the gym was definitely my confidence. Like you guys saw, it took me a week to even walk into the gym, let alone be confident while working out. But it's crazy to look back at that footage because it genuinely feels like it's a different person. In the first few weeks of joining the gym, I would only work out in a space if there was no one else around. Whereas now I am fine to exercise alongside other people and I just don't pay attention to them. I remember one day I needed the cable machine, so I walked downstairs, set up my attachment and my weight and started doing my sets. And halfway through, I realized that there were like 5 other people around me just doing their own thing, but I hadn't even noticed them because I was so focused on what I was doing. And that never would have happened in the first few weeks of me joining the gym. And it may sound like such a small thing, but it was such a big moment for me, and I am so proud of the progress that I've made so far.
Week 4, day 2, really not feeling it today, like absolutely not, but I said I would go today, so I'm going today. Drinking some pre to kind of hype me up a little bit.
In terms of motivation, I definitely think that the most helpful thing for me was following the online program. I knew I had 4 sessions a week and I knew I had to complete them before I could move on to the next phase. And although I didn't really have someone keeping me accountable, this program kind of made me feel like I did. I also believe that you just need to play to your strengths, and I know that one of my strengths and natural motivators is just ticking things off a to-do list and feeling accomplished. So to play to this strength, I created a little habit tracker in my bullet journal that I could just highlight every day that I worked out or went for a walk or whatever I was trying to achieve.
I have 5 colours here. I still do need to write the actual date in these squares, but every day that I'm productive, I get a pink line. Every day that I close all of the 3 rings on my watch, I get an orange line, and so forth. And this will just be able to help me to, one, kind of just be able to track really clearly when I'm working out, when I'm eating well. Are there any patterns forming? Can I explain why things aren't working, if they don't work? All that sort of stuff. But I feel like my personality is very like goal focused, and this is a very like easy way to track these goals. So we're going to see how this works, but hopefully this will look very bright and colourful by the end of the next 5 weeks. This is what my health habit tracker ended up looking like at the end of those 5 weeks, and this was definitely a great idea. I also wrote a couple little notes on here which was helpful, so you can see that's when I actually joined the gym. Pretty much a week later is when I actually went to the gym for the first time, and then almost a week later is when I actually started my program, and then another week later is the first time I actually went to the gym alone. Before that I was only going with Liam, but as dumb as it sounds, this was definitely a huge motivator for me, and if you're the same kind of personality type, I definitely recommend it.
Obviously that is what worked well for me, but like I said earlier, just play to your strengths. So if you are really reward driven, then create a reward system for yourself. If you think you need someone to keep you accountable, then either find an accountability partner, maybe a gym buddy to join the gym with you, or maybe you need to hire a personal trainer who can really keep you on track. But I just cannot recommend that enough. Play to your strengths. Do not focus on your weakness, do not focus on what you can't do, just use what you can do and what you can do well to your advantage. Something that I really wanted to touch on is mindset. I wanted to join the gym for the longest time, but I have so many friends who are so far into their health and fitness journey. I just felt so behind and so inadequate because I wasn't at their level. I definitely had a very strong all or nothing mindset, but over the course of the past few months, I really feel like I have changed that mindset into a something is better than nothing mindset. Now I have the mentality that if I go to the gym and just walk on the treadmill for 30 minutes, it's still better than not going to the gym at all. Even if I can't lift the weight that I wanted to, at least I tried and I can keep working towards it. Just because I'm not as good or as strong or as fit as someone else doesn't mean that I am any less than them. At one point, they were exactly where I am now. When you stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on your own journey and just being a little bit better than you were yesterday, that's where real growth comes from. I thought I would finish off this video with just one final update. It is now the 24th of June, so I've been at the gym for almost exactly 2 months, just a little bit under, and it is just so crazy how much has changed since then. The program that I'm using goes in 4-week phases, so I finished the first phase and I am almost finished the second phase, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon because each week I still feel like I'm being challenged just the right amount. I still feel like I'm learning so much, I still feel like I'm growing so much, and I'm just obsessed. I love it. It has honestly been such a cool experience editing this video and just seeing how much I have changed over the past 2 months. Like I said, I just feel like a brand new person, and I'm not just saying that because I joined the gym. Honestly, I just feel like this year has been full of change, and I just feel like I continue to keep changing, and that's exactly what I want. But yeah, even looking at footage from me from 2 months ago, I'm just so shocked. It is so crazy to me that I used to be so scared of the gym and so intimidated by it, because now I just really look forward to having that as a part of my daily routine. I'm still definitely at the very beginning of my journey. I have so much to learn. I know that my form isn't perfect in many things, and I'm still way too scared to use a lot of the machines at my gym, but I'm still making progress, and I am so proud of myself for doing that. In terms of the goals that I set at the start of this video, I'm just going to go back through them quickly. Number 1 was to join the gym, and I did that, obviously. Number 2 was probably the one that I put the most energy and effort into achieving, and that was to gain confidence at the gym, and I do really feel like I've done that. Again, I still have so much further to go. I would love to be able to be confident enough to use like the squat racks and like the deadlift areas. I'm still not quite there yet, and there's still definitely some machines that scare me a little bit, but I am making progress, especially when I think about myself 8 weeks ago who was too scared to even walk into the gym by myself, and now the most intimidating thing in the gym is the squat rack. Like, I'm very happy with that progress. Number 3 was focus on learning form and technique. I definitely have made this a big priority in my training, but I also definitely acknowledge that I am no expert. I have so much more to learn. Sorry guys, my card just got full, but yeah, I am considering hiring someone who can help me learn more about form, more about technique, just to make sure that I don't hurt myself and that I am doing things the right way, and just to get some feedback on how I'm doing things and how I could be doing better. But again, I have definitely improved so much from when I first started. Number 4 was to run 3 kilometers. To be completely honest, I haven't focused as much on running because I've been so focused on getting like the gym side of things going. But in saying that, I have been on a few runs. I haven't actually tracked them very closely because it's mostly been like part of my daily walks. I've just started running like a portion of that walk, but I've definitely just been improving in my cardio as a whole. So I don't know if I necessarily achieved this goal, but I'm not mad at it. And the last one was just to focus on healthy eating habits. And again, I think I've definitely achieved this. I didn't really film this as much as I would have wanted to, but just because I haven't been filming it doesn't mean it hasn't been happening behind the scenes. Yes, I still treat myself. Yes, I still get chocolate. Yes, I still do all those sort of things, but as a whole, I'm honestly living a very balanced life in terms of my eating. I feel like I'm eating a lot more intuitively than I have in the past. I definitely used to do a lot of snacking simply out of laziness. I just like wouldn't eat until I was starving, and then once I was starving, I didn't want to wait to cook a meal because that just seemed like too much effort. But I've definitely improved in that aspect. I feel like I know when I'm gonna get hungry. I listen to my body in terms of what I feel like eating. I've just been eating a lot of whole foods, and overall I'm just really happy with where I'm at in terms of my eating habits. So I'm sorry for not filming that. I feel like this has been definitely a very gym focused video. I don't really know whether to make this into a series and to continue doing these sorts of things or just to incorporate it into my weekly vlogs. I feel like I'm leaning more towards just moving this content into my weekly vlogs. I did want to make a very big disclaimer saying I am not a health and fitness channel. I am not trying to be a health and fitness channel. To put it simply, I have always just filmed my life. So when I was in high school, I filmed high school vlogs. When I was in uni, I filmed uni vlogs. When I was getting married, I filmed wedding prep vlogs, and I'm planning on continuing doing that with whatever is happening in my life. So if I'm at the gym, I will film gym content, but I'm not
a health and fitness channel. I am not an athlete. I am not qualified in any way, shape or form, but I'm just here to share my life with you, and currently this is part of my life. It's a part of my life that I'm really enjoying, and it's a part of my life that I want to continue sharing with you guys. In summary, I'm kind of shocked at how consistent I've been. I haven't been this consistent in any sort of fitness journey since I was in high school, and I was part of like a lot of team sports. And I didn't even mention this, but when I joined the gym, I didn't tell anyone that I had joined except for my mum and for Liam. And it was really important for me to keep it private because I wanted to make sure I was doing this for the right reasons and I was doing this for me. I didn't want to be doing it to gain approval from anyone around me or from the internet. And I also really didn't want anyone else to compare me to anyone else or for myself to compare me to anyone else. And so by keeping it private for the first like month or so, that was really helpful to me. And I guess it just goes to show that if you actually want something, like if you really want something, you will make it happen. You don't have to start as an expert. You don't have to start at the top. You don't have to know what you're doing at all. You just need to start and use what you've got and improve from where you're at. That is literally it. And just push yourself. Just push yourself a little bit harder every day. Like I said at the start of this video, I had no physique goals. And now 8 weeks into this, I still have no physique goals. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm not trying to look strong or toned or whatever. This is the first time that I've ever started a fitness journey not focusing on how I look. And I think that's a huge reason as to why it's been so successful so far. I'm really just doing it because I want to look after myself. I want to look after my health. And I actually just think it's a big like curiosity thing for me. I really love learning new things. I really love improving myself, expanding my knowledge, and this is just a huge area that I've never really gone into before. So I'm really loving it. But I think I have rambled enough. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope it showed you that you can start with nothing. You don't have to know anything. You don't have to have any confidence. You don't have to have anything to be able to start this kind of journey. You can do whatever you want as long as you have the dedication and the determination. So I love you guys. Thank you for making it to the end of this video if you did. And I'll see you guys in my next video very soon. Goodbye.